Hey guys, what's up? Just a quick video on the last part of my upgrade beyond the OLED television. I also decided to upgrade my receiver to a 4K receiver. As you probably, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I was running an Anthem MRX300. Also utilizing a 5-channel amp with the Yamaha. It's 200 watts per channel to each of 5 channels. That's to 8 ohm speakers, and to 6 ohm speakers it delivers 300 watts per channel. So that runs my 5 main speakers. And basically that's the surrounds, and the 2 Atmos speakers are running out of this. So my surround back right, my surround back left, and the 2 Atmos speakers. Now this is a 9.2.2 receiver. However, if you add extra amplification, which I could do if I decide to run all my speakers into that and then use the Yamaha to power 2 more Atmos speakers, but I'm not willing to do that because I like the dynamic power I get from having the amp running my 5 mains. So I will, I bought this from Yamaha, obviously in the US. I ordered it, they shipped it here to Canada for me. So I'll probably buy a 2-channel amp from Yamaha and run 2 more Atmos speakers. I don't need 4 of them at the moment, not for the size of the home theater I'm running, but eventually when I finish the man cave, I'll probably run 2 more Atmos speakers. For now, I'm running this as a 7.1.2 setup. I do have another sub. I still have my Klipsch reference 12-inch sub downstairs in the basement, kind of covered in a sheet, as I've been running an SVS PB1000 sub for the past couple of years. It replaced my Klipsch. Now this receiver is a beast. As I was saying before, I was reluctant to replace my Anthem because I'd never heard anything like it. It is amazing. But this is the Yamaha Aventage RX-A3060. So it comes full circle for me because the first 3 AV receivers I ever owned were Yamahas. And then I decided to try some different stuff and ended up with the Anthem. This thing sounds spectacular. I have no regrets whatsoever replacing my Anthem with this. I was looking at the Anthem 1120, but cost-wise it just didn't make any sense to me what they were asking for it, especially with some of the things it was actually lacking. Now Anthems are based really on just performance, not so much the other feature sets, but this thing sounds incredible. I will say it actually sounds as good as my Anthem, and in some ways actually better. It just has more of a, my anthems are very clean, very analytical, very detailed, great bass handling, just amazing for music and movies. And I've been sort of running this through some tests today, and it's just as detailed as my Anthem was. It's amazing with the 2-channel music, all-channel music, movies, but it has more of a sort of a dynamic sound. You know, the Anthem is like somebody giving you information and them just sort of talking to you, just telling you how it is, giving you the information, whereas this is like somebody yelling it at you, just screaming in your face, very, telling it to you in a very dramatic way. This thing just sounds very big, very theatrical. I know it's a very highly rated receiver, and I looked at a number of others. I looked at the Denon 6300H. I looked at the what else was it I considered? Oh yeah, the Marantz 7011, and sort of, you know, tried them all out. Took some of my own content to stores, you know, and demoed some of them, and this to me just this was it. This was the closest I'd heard to a receiver that's to the Anthem quality, build quality, sound quality. It has 8 HDMI inputs, all that are HDCP or HDMI 2.0, HDCP 2.2. They all accept 4K up to 60 frames per second. HDR, it supports HDR10, it supports Dolby Vision, Hyperlog Gamma. It's also Dolby Atmos and DTS compliant. The only thing it doesn't support is Oro 3D, which is, I didn't really care about that. It is amazing. It is, if you're looking at making a home theater upgrade, I would definitely suggest at least giving this a listen, giving it a demo, reading the reviews on it. It constantly pops up on the top list of the best AV receivers to purchase, you know, often right at the top. This and the Marantz, I think, were the best I heard of the stuff that I demoed. Now, if you're not looking to pay the amount for this, or you don't really need 11.2 eventually, I would also say look at the 2060 or the 1060, both of which sound incredible. But with this one, you just get a better digital audio, better DAC, better digital audio converters. Yeah, this is it's a nice piece. So yeah. Anyway, if you're looking at upgrading your AV receiver, or looking at getting an AV receiver, or have any questions about that kind of thing, let me know. I'd be happy to sort of answer and try to help you where I can. It was a pain in the butt if you've ever put an AV receiver together, having to get behind it again and then remove all the cabling and just go through all of that and test to make sure everything was in the right place. You know, it was an ordeal, but I finally got it done. I still have a bunch of cable management to do. You may be able to see that after playing around with this. So I'm going to have to get out the twist ties and sort of try to tidy everything up. But it was definitely worth it. I'm really enjoying the sound out of this thing. Watching Star Trek right now, I've been throwing in different stuff, and just the dynamics, the clarity of the thing. I found with a lot of receivers I bought in the past, sometimes the vocals coming out of the center channel aren't as crisp as I'd like them to be. Sometimes I have to really turn it up to understand what's going on. But everything from this is just razor. You know, the sound is just so pinpoint, so accurate. The surround field is amazing, and it's just very immersive. And as I said, it has a very big, dynamic, powerful sound. So yeah, this is again the Yamaha Aventage 3060. Nice piece of kit. Anyway, God bless. Love you guys, and have a great day.